I was a football player, dog. That's all I did was play
I was getting ready to ask you, why you play football? Why you end up playing basketball instead of football? More money?
I got put in jail. And I mean, nobody was, you know, I was recruited by every school in the country, football and basketball. When that happened, when the smoke cleared, nobody was around but
do you
Coach
think
Thompson.
you would have ended up picking the NFL over the NBA?
That's my sport, man. That's it. That's what I do.
What do you got to say as a junior to come and win a state championship? It's got to feel pretty good.
I'm going to go get one in basketball now, that's all.
Okay.
He's a great high school quarterback. He could be the modern-day Donovan McNabb in the NBA, in the NFL. He just happened to play in the same city. Camp for the Eagles, and of course, Allen for the 76ers.
He always wanted to be a Sixer.
Look at the hustle.
Oh, he calls a timeout.
Calls a timeout, but they're not going to give it to him. That's a good call.
They put on a little burst of speed there to catch up to that ball.
Fumble, he's going after it. He used to be a football player. You talk about inspiration. You talk about heart, determination, showing the effort, showing that you care.
Allen Iverson was an excellent quarterback in high school.
Hampton, Virginia.
Well, with that energy he displays out here, you can understand why he was so successful in football. Just give him the ball, he takes off running.
Won a state title. Newport News, Virginia.
Iverson, high school All-America in Virginia. Allen's mom. And, of course, she's at every game, has been for years. And it brings to mind the story of Iverson and what a terrific football player he was.
Yeah, he's got a lot of credit for being a very good football player in Virginia.
Leads Kenny Thomas inside for the jam. And Thomas now with 4 points. But Iverson was not only a terrific quarterback, he was a great defensive back, kick returner. He did it all.
High school All-America.
That he was clocked at about 4.2.
Oh, yeah? That's moving.
Deion Sanders speed.
Michael Vick, 5 years his junior, played in the same high school conference as Allen Iverson. And Aaron Brooks, who's Vick's second cousin, played in that same Peninsula Conference. And of course, Aaron Brooks and Michael Vick head-to-head Monday night in Atlanta in the Monday night game.
I need to move to that area for my two sons.
What a great football area. Harrington.
He also told us that with each and every practice, he looks more like his big brother.
I'll tell you what, he's like the Pope of Blacksburg everywhere he goes. Michael Vick here, Michael Vick there, and hopefully we're going to see Marcus in the next 15 minutes.
Told this story about Allen Iverson last time the Nuggets got together with Philadelphia in late December. Allen Iverson was a tremendous high school quarterback. Could have played a lot of places, and obviously he had basketball going for him also. And in fact, his high school football coach, he's remained so close with him. His high school football coach travels with Allen Iverson. He travels on the team plane.
The word around the league was, you know, everyone ought to go see the Bethel JV play because they had this young little guy, about 5'6". He wasn't as big as a minute, but he was electrifying. Made superb plays, both offensively and defensively, and played with his heart. And for a JV game to have maybe 100, 200 people at it, at that time was relatively unheard of, but they would come to see him play. When it got to crunch time, Allen was the guy that said, all right, guys, I know you're looking to me to do it, and I'm going to do it. And he rose to that occasion.
High school football player, there's AI. His junior year at Bethel High School in Virginia, on the Virginia Peninsula. Check out these numbers. As a quarterback, 14 rushing touchdowns, 15 passing, and as a defensive back, in this particular game, he had 5 interceptions. He ran back 4 kicks for touchdowns. Allen Iverson was an outstanding football player.
And did you see him carrying guys?
Oh, yeah.
160, he was carrying guys trying to tackle him.
It appeared to me he had this insatiable desire to just win at all costs. You know, he wanted to win every game. He wanted to catch every pass. You know, he wanted to make sure that his team won.
And so I said, oh my goodness, I got me a ball player.
I came home one day and my mom said, "Hey, you going to basketball practice?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm not going to basketball practice. I don't play basketball. I play football and baseball."
The first time you saw him play, either football or basketball, you just said, "Wow, he was an entertainer, not just an athlete."
Allen Iverson with the stick, and it's incomplete.
He was All-State his junior year. He was the player of the year. He was the best player on the field at all times.
I still say today he was the best football player I've ever seen play. He was the best quarterback.
Oh, man, what a nice throw.
He ran back kickoff. He ran back punts.
Moves to the inside. He's got this kind of quickly. He may go all the way. This is what happens, Allen Iverson.
He played running back.
He's just so elusive.
He did everything that you could think of on a football team.
One of the major college coaches said before there was a Michael Vick, there was an Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson ran our offense at Bethel probably with the same degree of excitement that Vick generated at Virginia Tech.
He had a knack for the big play.
Picked off by Iverson.
At safety, in one game, he had 7 interceptions, which is a state record that still stands.
He could have played in the NFL. Could have been in the secondary. Returned punts, returned kicks. He was a great kick returner. He was difficult to tackle.
He could have been an excellent football player along the lines of Deion Sanders. His kicking return ability was unequal in our league. People didn't even want to kick him. In one game in particular, we were in a regional championship final game, and the opponents, Norcom, had scored a touchdown. Immediately after it, Allen got a walk by the sideline, told his teammates, he said, "We're going to score on this kickoff." And they kicked off to Allen. Allen caught about the 20-yard line. About 8 seconds later, it was a touchdown for Bethel. And, of course, we went on to win it. And he said, "I told you that's what we're going to do." Later that year, when I had a chance to meet with those coaches, they said, "You know, we didn't want to kick down, but the kids talked us into it, said one guy can't beat it." But lo and behold, this one young man did it.
And I told her I thought basketball was soft.